Hey Aquarius, how you doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. All right, so let's get this reading started. This is a Temperance card, which is Sagittarius's card, so you could be dealing with a Sag. But the biggest thing about Temperance is patience, belief, moderation, balance. It's calming the waters. So I feel like if you have been with somebody, the anger has maybe halted. I'm not saying it's gone completely. I'm not saying that you're not facing maybe trials and tribulations or up and down as far as emotionally. I don't know that you have completely overcome what's going on, but at the same time I feel like you're in kind of a waiting period, not waiting for them, not that they're waiting for you, just more like you're out of the woods of being super angry. You're out of the woods pointing fingers, but you're not necessarily sure that you want to go back to this person. You're not necessarily sure that you could go back to this person. So again, just feels very much like you're in limbo. The Temperance again is the patience, the balance. You're not necessarily needing to move forward. You're not in this position of I have to move forward. I need to be with this person. More so, you're just thinking things over. You're just thinking things rationally instead of over emotional. You get my drift. Anyways, your oracle card here is the Juggler. So a lot of things up in the air, which goes perfectly with Temperance. You're just kind of leaving the balls up in the air. You're not expecting any great strides right this second, but you're not totally against possibly getting back together, but you're not necessarily for that idea either, and you're not against possibly meeting people, but you're not rushing out and dating other people. So again, there's actions to take, there's commitments eventually that need to be made, there's things that need to come to fruition. But Aquarius, right now you're just kind of settled on like one day at a time. Okay, the next card you have is your immediate future, current position, and you have the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups is pleasure, bliss, fulfillment, but this is very much a wish card. So this is almost saying you're thinking about what you want going forward, or where you want to see yourself going forward, or where you see your life. This is like the dream before making it happen. This is kind of the fantasy of, and not in a bad way. It's not saying this is something you're fantasizing and you can't get by any means. Quite the opposite. It's something that is very attainable. But your current position is coming into April thinking about the future. Where do I see myself a year from now? Where do I see myself in regards to planning? And not just in love, but in finances and family and anything around you. But the Nine of Cups is feeling pleasure and bliss. That may be why you're kind of temporarily on hold, because you're just enjoying the moments. You're just enjoying life, period, without drama, without any craziness. Again, I'm not saying that you might never give this another chance, or you're not interested in meeting somebody new. It's just not a necessity. You're not harping on it anymore. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month, and you have the Justice card. So you have Libra's card. You could be dealing with a Libra, have Libra placements in your chart. But the Justice card is interesting. Number one, it does signify marriage. So a lot of you may be looking into marriage, or not looking into it, but feeling like, I was ready for that, or that's my ultimate goal is marriage, or a significant partnership, or, whatever it is for you. There's so many different traditions that no two are the same anymore. It used to be barefoot and pregnant, or the picket fence and the man and woman, and all those dynamics have shifted because we're all unique individuals, and we deserve to have that. We deserve to have our individuality. But the Justice card is definitely talking about cause and effect. You're thinking right now, coming into this month, about where do I want to go? What do I want to see happen in my life? How do I get there? What is the cause and effect? If I make this move, what happens? If I make that move, what happens? But what I'm getting very strongly here, again, with the Justice card, is that marriage aspect. For a lot of you, you're looking long term. Now, again, you're not rushing into anything. You don't need anything. You're not feeling like you're missing anything right this second. But eventually, The Justice card is saying you want more. You want the whole package. Whatever the package is for you, doesn't matter. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but whatever it is, like, you know in your heart of hearts you want it, and you know in your heart of hearts you're going to find it. The next card you have is your distant past. Over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood, and you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity, power, logic. This is the universe saying, hey, 10 years ago, you thought, you know, everything was going to be a certain way. And for a lot of you, you're going, fuck, like, this is not where I saw myself, you know, 10 years ago. This isn't where I thought I was going. But the universe is saying with this Ace of Swords, go for it. Get out there and get it, Aquarius. Do what you want. If you want somebody back, if you want a love, you know, a returning love, you miss somebody, you have a connection with somebody, then believe it and manifest it and you know, claim it and then go get it. And if you want, and some of you are going to be like, oh, Dark Top, that's crap. You know, they screwed me over and I don't want to have anything to do with them. But there comes a point where we go, okay, they screwed us over or we were treated badly and I don't want to go back to that. So then I'm going to make that break. And easier said than done, right? We can all say one thing and then be in that situation and be like, well, it's not that simple. But this very much feels like your opportunity to make those decisions, to cut ties when you need to cut ties, to strengthen ties when you need to strengthen those ties. And the Ace of Swords is saying, whatever you wanted 10 years ago or 5 years ago, wherever you thought you were going, whether it was marriage or adopting fur babies or having kids or just finding a partner to have an adventure with, the door is not closed. The time is still now. You can still have that. The universe is saying, look at your past. What did you want? You can still succeed in getting what it is you're looking for, what you want. The next card you have is your immediate past. Over the past few weeks, you have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is saying at some point you were feeling like you're wasting your time or you were taken advantage of or, you know, just very, very much a card of, I think this ship may have sailed. Now, for some of you, this is you had to cut ties with somebody because they were taking you for granted or you were wasting your time. You were like, hey, I thought we talked about moving in together and that never happened. Or I thought we were going to be exclusive, but you're still on every dating app there is. Very much a lack of somebody coming forward and taking action. And you finally going, I'm tired of it. I'm not feeling this. This isn't what I'm looking forward to. You know, this ship is slowly sailing and I feel like you kind of pushed it off. Aquarius, you kind of went, you know what, I'm good for now, and just said, if you're not ready, or if you're not going to treat me the way I deserve to be treated, or if we're going to fucking fight all the time, or if you're lying, whatever it is. Now, this can be reversed, so cross-watchers don't, you know, fret. It can be the opposite, but I read for the sign I'm reading for. So again, there was a moment here, Aquarius, that feels like you just went, I'm done. I've been there, done that. I've had enough. Like, what am I doing here? This isn't going anywhere. This isn't moving in the direction we talked about or planned. And I really do feel like this person didn't show up to the plate. They didn't show up like, you know, you went 150% and they went like 10%. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a frugality, a possessiveness, feeling a little bit miserly. The thing with this card is I don't feel like you're going to want to give your love freely, whether it's past coming back or whether it's somebody new. I think you're still in limbo for the next month or two. Not in bad limbo either. It's an appreciation. It's this Nine of Cups energy of going, I don't need anybody right now. Like, I can fully function and be fine on my own. In fact, some of you are relishing in the fact, again, there's no drama, there's no antics, there's no negativity, there's no having to choose right now or having to make decisions or, you know, counting on somebody else who's just let you down over and over and over. And the Four of Pentacles is saying that you may stay that way the next few months. You may decide, now I'm going to clarify these like I normally do, but the Four of Pentacles is definitely saying, you know, you're not ready to give your coins away, but you'll know when you are. You'll definitely know when you're ready to release your heart, to release those emotions again, to get close to somebody again, whether new or old. The next card you have is your immediate future, so throughout April, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who's very wise, okay? The Queen has figured out I learn from my mistakes, okay? Also very attentive, and somebody who is wanting to express that attentiveness on somebody else. So you're kind of like, hey, if you're attentive to me or you show me what I deserve, then I'll give back. She or he, I don't apply sex to the cards, she or he reciprocates, you know, for what they get. So if you've been dealt, you know, like crappy hands and dealing with people who don't reciprocate, who don't treat you the way that you deserve, then you're like, pass, I'm moving on. The Queen of Pentacles is so much a giver and a lover and somebody who is willing to, you know, give this dynamic coin, but she also needs to feel safety and security surrounding that. So if you're, you know, dealing with somebody from the past and they're, hey, let's get back together, unless you're feeling a sense of security with them, unless you're feeling like they're taking action and you're not being taken for granted and you're not wasting your time, then you might be willing to move forward. But right now, it feels like you're just kind of holding your ground, waiting to see. The biggest thing here with this Temperance and the Juggler and now the Queen of Pentacles having the balls in the air and kind of like, you know, leaving them there and knowing that they're not going to drop and knowing that they're not going to go anywhere unless you retrieve them. The thing that's going on here is you're happy just allowing yourself to be you, and you're happy just allowing yourself to know that when the time comes, you'll know that it's right to either get back together with this person or move on, move forward. There's no pressing like, I have to do it now, 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 now. The Queen is also very maternal, paternal energy, so you could have kids. You guys could have had joint kids, so there could be something going on with the children factor. Or maybe you just deeply want kids, and that's been something that has been an influence on whether you stay or go as far as ever, you know, getting back together with this person or moving on to somebody new. Just a major dynamic for some of you in how you move forward in your love life. The next card you have is anything tangible throughout the month. So could be the beginning, middle, end, last for a day, a week, a month. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles is legacy, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is about putting your best foot forward, reciprocating. Very interesting, kind of like the Queen of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like how you play the game is what you get out of the game. If you're genuine and you're honest and you really know what you're looking for and you're going for it and you're putting your heart and soul into it and you're putting the work and effort into it, then, you know, you're going to benefit from that. This is taking the long route and planning for the future. The Ten of Pentacles doesn't just jump into something. The Ten of Pentacles understands it takes work. Aquarius, you guys are at this precipice of, I know I can have what I want, whether it's old, whether it's new. I know I can have what I want. I know I can get where I want. I know I can fulfill all of the wishes and hopes and dreams that I have. But I understand that rushing into something or doing it overly emotional or not paying attention to the signs or my gut feeling or my instinct can bring it down. So the Ten of Pentacles is moving slowly. Game of chess is never quick, but it's very strategic. The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. Anything you're going to feel this month. It could be the beginning, middle, end. Again, last for a little while or a very short time. The Hanged Man is somebody who's very wise, very much like the Queen of Pentacles, but somebody who is willing to sacrifice for the right person and willing to sacrifice for the right ideals and willing to sacrifice for something that is important for them. So Aquarius, you're sticking with your guns here. Whether it's I want to get married, whether it's I want to have kids, whether it's I just want a partner for life, I want to adopt 10 cats and live alone, whatever it is for you, the Hanged Man is saying, I'm going to sacrifice and make time for the right people and the right channels to get where I want in life. The next card you have are your hopes and fears, and you have Judgment. So Judgment is about meditation. It's about looking back, and it can be about judgment. It's about finding the good within the bad, and then finding a way to diminish negative patterns, to stop negative patterns, and start new patterns, and start new traditions, and to love yourself for all of your imperfections, and learn to forgive and forget, and to appreciate others with all of their imperfections. Your hopes and fears for the outcome is definitely you accepting you for everything you have to offer and building your confidence and appreciating yourself, but also understanding how to love others who have flaws as well, and understanding you're in a very zen place, Aquarius. If you're not feeling it right now and you're like, dark bullshit, like I'm up and down and all over the place, there's going to come a moment where you just kind of breathe again. There's going to come a moment where things settle. Okay? The last card you have is your outcome card, which is the Empress. The Empress is very passionate, very warm, very loving. This person wants that energy. This is what you want, Aquarius. You want to love somebody for who they are. You want to give your heart and soul to somebody. You want to grow and have the passion and the energy. And this is also a very maternal, paternal card. So some of you could, again, kids for some reason are coming out here very strongly in this reading, whether you have them, whether you want them. But the Empress card is definitely saying you have passion, and maybe you still have passion for the past, but maybe you have passion for what you want for your future more. And can those work together, or can those intertwine together? So again, the Empress card is the outcome, is very beautiful. It's very light. It's very loving, very caring. There's that sense that I was talking about of not, you're not shoving anything. You're not trying to fit a, square peg in a round hole. You're accepting what is, and then building around anything that maybe just didn't feel right, or maybe didn't go your way. Now, what's interesting here is you have the Eight of Wands coming up as one of your clarifying cards. And the Eight of Wands is very fast movement. I feel like somebody's coming towards you fast. I feel like it's the past. It could be a future person. It could be somebody new, but it definitely has a past type energy here. I don't necessarily know that you're over the past. And a lot of you are going to be like, oh, Dark Dove, of course I am. And then to each his own, then this doesn't resonate with you. But there's very much a past person that you care deeply about. They're not taking up the headspace they used to, but I feel like they're going to come rushing back in. That they're all of a sudden going, it's that you now know what you have. What, I'm totally mucking that up. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Ha! Figured it out. You don't know what you have until it's gone. However, Aquarius, I don't think you're going to jump on that boat right this second. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to speak to this person. I'm not saying that you're possibly not interested, but the Queen of Cups is mom. The Queen of Cups does not display what she or he is thinking or wanting right now. Now, it's not a game. It's not that they're playing the game, okay? But they need to be the star. And here you are showing up as yourself. And if you've seen my reads, you know I absolutely love when you show up as yourself, because that tells me you're organically digging deep. And boy, are you digging deep, Aquarius. You have a lot going on this month that is very, very heartfelt, that is very much internal, that is inside yourself, understanding what you want. It's about you, and not a conceited like, oh, it's all about me, baby, and what I want. No, it's about you being the best person you can be, and also understanding that what you want and what you need in life is just as important as what a partner needs. And for a lot of you, you've sacrificed a ton for somebody else. And you're at the point now where you're like, the Queen of Cups is saying, look, if you want my attention, or you want to be in my life, you're going to have to earn that back, because there's trust that's been broken, or there's insecurities here. The Queen of Cups is definitely saying, I'll have a conversation with you, but I'm not going to come out and tell you, I want to jump back into things, and I love you, and not that you're not being honest, or you're not being dishonest. You're not like playing a game, but you really aren't. You're not needing to rush into anything, but I feel like there's somebody here pressuring you, or they're going to be coming in from your past going, but I missed you, Aquarius, and you're going to be very quiet. You're going to be, the Queen of Cups is very, is otherness, full of mystery. It's either somebody that you haven't talked to in a long, long time, so you don't know what's been going on with them, or they don't know what's been going on with you, and they're going to be very much like, but I miss you, I love you, don't you want something, don't you want to get back together with me? And you're going to be like, but it's been a while. We might need to get to know each other again, or we might need to have some conversations, because maybe some things, maybe it ended with ghosting, or it ended and nothing else came of it. There's very much something here where they're going to need to work at it if they want your time and attention. And then you have the star, like I said, which is you being organically just you. This is faith. It's hope. It's insightful. And right now, Aquarius, you're insightful in your own right. You're insightful in yourself. This whole reading is about you understanding you don't need anybody. You want to find somebody. There's a difference between needing and wanting. You don't need anything from anybody. You got this, Aquarius. You want to find somebody who makes you happy, joy, peace, family. This is what I was talking about. Here's your wishes, right? With the Nine of Cups. But then you move on to the Ten of Cups, which wishes fulfilled, okay? People coming together, partners coming together, resting, happiness, a home here. Again, this is peace, joy, family. For some of you, it is this person coming back and you guys making a go at it. Some of you, it's an old or it's a new energy, but I am getting an old energy coming in here with this Eight of Wands. But there is an opportunity to have this. But if you choose not to take the old, you're not rushing into anything because you know this is coming. Whether it's 6 months from now, whether it's a year from now, you're not waiting with bated breath because you already know what you want is coming to you, and you're going to concentrate on manifesting that and having that and appreciating that and setting those goals. You have the King of Swords here, which is going to kind of ebb and flow of what's going to happen with this past person, because the King of Swords is about, it's very fair, but about the truth and very just. So it's going to come down to, can we make this happen? And can you take action? Because what they're telling me very strongly, Aquarius, is that this person you've dealt with doesn't take action, has had a hard time taking action. You guys have made plans, and then a lot of those plans don't come to fruition. Or it's like the grass is greener scenario. They're always kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And you're not playing that game anymore. We're not doing games. Aquarius has been there. Yeah, we're done playing the games. We're good. Thank you. Like, I can play, I can play my Nintendo Switch all by myself. I'm good, thanks, All right, the next card you have is the Two of Discs. And this rounds out your clarifying cards for the read. And the Two of Discs, or Two of Pentacles, is about balance, it's about change, and it's about priorities. I do feel like you could have some sort of balance or change with this person. There is, but it's very zen. It's very strange because it's very zen. It's very comforting. It's very, a bunch of, an entire deck just fell on the floor. There's something very comforting with this Two of Pentacles. I don't know why. Kind of like, look into her eyes. I don't know. There's something about this Two of Pentacles, because it feels like whatever decisions you make are going to be about priorities. You're not going to lose your priorities this time. You've given way before. You've compromised on things that you shouldn't have compromised on before. And the Two of Pentacles is saying, no, I won't do it. I do want change. I'm seeking balance, and I've got my priorities in check. And if we can come together and make this happen, great. But if we can't, and it's not meant to be, then we won't. This what you've been through is no longer damning you. Does that make sense? It's no longer hitting you in the gut of, I can't believe I went through that, and how do I get over this? And it's no longer controlling. Like, when you have that breakup and what are they up to, and you're thinking, are they going to call me? Am I going to call? And it's like, you're not there. You're out of that headspace now. It's like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And I know that's cliche, but the Two of Discs is saying, Aquarius, you're getting balanced, or you are balanced. And if this person comes in and it throws you off balance and your life starts to feel that turmoil again, then shut it out and move on. But if you can find a way that you guys can make each other a priority and make this a go, then I think that there's a possibility you could have this 9 and 10 of Cups. But you need the truth from this person, and you need to know they're not about any games or bullshit. All right, I'll close it out with the Oracle card. This is the management card. So it's very interesting because this is you're setting an example to inspire. And you're the Star card, which one of the definitions of being a Star card or being an Aquarius is insightfulness, is inspiring, and so really right now, this is about you running your own life the way that you want it, and inspiring yourself and inspiring those around you, and having your hope and having your faith. And you know what? They're telling me, they just keep telling me, keep on smiling. keep on smiling. Don't let anything bring you down right now. And I know there's so much going on and it's easier said than done, but really, Aquarius, like, don't do it. If it doesn't feel good to go back, if it doesn't feel good to go forward, whatever it is for you, like, keep your peace. And right now, if you're at peace, think about what it is that's making you feel that way and stay there. You're not required to move. You're not required to find somebody. You're not required to go back to somebody. Just embrace your star. Okay? All right, Aquarius. Bye.